How do I keep my car street legal in Baja? That's the question I was asking myself a few months ago when I drove down from Houston to Cabo. While American plated cars are totally legal down here in Baja, one of the requirements is that they have to remain registered in their state of origin. And my Texas registration was expiring, so I needed to know how to keep my car street legal without going back to Texas. So there are a few local resources down here in Cabo that will register your car like in South Dakota, and that's a totally great option for a lot of people. But for me, I wanted to keep my Texas plates and needed to see how I can do that. So there were two main questions that I had. First of all, what to do about state inspections, and secondly, what to do about the state required minimum insurance. So on the first part, Texas has recently done away with most of the state inspection requirements, but Harris County, where my car is registered, still requires the emissions inspection. So that was going to be a problem because, obviously I can't get my car back to Texas, but luckily Harris County offers a waiver for that. So if your car is outside of the state, you can sign this waiver and then you're good to go. So that was fine. Then regarding the insurance, that was a little trickier because I was thinking I was going to have to do like a cheap 1-month policy or something like that. But I was able to find a really cheap pay-by-the-day insurance policy that satisfied everything I needed. Since I was there in person, I was able to get all of my registration stickers that same day, which is perfect because I didn't want to have to wait for them to come in the mail or hold the policy any longer than I needed to. So that was really only convenient for me because I was already planning on being in Houston, and that type of scenario is not going to work for everybody. So it worked for me, it worked great for me, but for some people, like, you might not be able to go back home or go do that. So you can do things online, and you could also use one of the many great services down here that keep your car street legal in Baja.